Two of my favorite topics today, traffic and politics. Traffic Directorate designs traffic engineering in, where else? Canggu. And Koster-Giri officially elected gubernatorial and deputy gubernatorial candidates. Can't wait to get to work immediately after inauguration. Stay tuned for details on these and other stories. Selamat pagi. Welcome to the latest news from Bali in Indonesia. This is January 10th, 2025, and my name is Bruce. And what is the weather like today? Well, it's 29.1 degrees Celsius at 9 o'clock in the morning, and humidity 71%. Wind speed is just a little bit, 6.4 kilometers per hour. And cloudy. And yesterday I was talking about, well, things look really good. And of course it got dark in the afternoon and then we had some rain. Not a whole lot, but we did have rain. And well, that seems to be what we're going to have every day. But the good news is no high winds and no heavy rains up here anyway in Kampung Bugis. Okay, lots of stuff to do today and I'm going to keep this under 15 minutes. And so let's get to it. Traffic Directorate designs traffic engineering in Canggu. The traffic congestion problem in the Canggu area, North Kuta, which has recently often haunted motorists, is starting to be sought for a joint solution by the Bali Police Traffic Directorate with the Badung Regency Government and local figures. The Bali Police Traffic Director invited the Badung PUPR, the Badung Transportation Service, traditional leaders, and community leaders of Canggu to hold a coordination meeting at the Bali Police Traffic Directorate office. This happened on Wednesday. In the meeting, which was also attended by the head of traffic unit of Badung Police and the head of North Kuta Police, various solutions were offered that could most likely be implemented for the short, medium, and long term. For example, conducting traffic engineering at several points, implementing one-way, and increasing road capacity. Senior Commissioner Termudi said that based on analysis from the Bali Police Traffic Directorate, one of the factors of this congestion is a large number of vehicles that is not balanced with the current road facilities. In other words, too many vehicles for these small roads. He said that this congestion cannot be anticipated with traffic engineering as a short-term solution. We have been conducting a survey for 2 days for engineering points. Next, the Transportation Agency and the Badung Police Traffic Unit will discuss with relevant stakeholders to determine which points. Currently, what we can do is deploy a traffic jam relief team that goes around to the congestion points. We hope for support from the community so that all efforts will run well. Meanwhile, the secretary of PUPR said that road infrastructure is one of the instruments in overcoming congestion. As an initial step, the Badung Regency Government will maximize existing roads by maintaining the operational stability of the road. What does that mean? The road must be solid, meaning that there are no damaged or potholed roads. Well, that'll be new, because if there are potholes, it will hinder traffic flow and cause congestion. These are the initial steps that we will take. In the medium term, the Badung Regency Government will also make improvements by repairing intersections that are heavily trafficked, so that traffic flow can be smoother. Meanwhile, for the long term, the Badung Regency Government is exploring the construction of new roads. In 2023, he said, the government built a new access road, the Canggu Shortcut. In the future, it will continue to be done so that the road volume can increase. We hope it will be able to reduce traffic congestion and become an alternative access road that can be an option for people's travel. On the other hand, the head of the traffic division of Badung Transportation Agency said that so far in the Canggu area, there have been efforts to anticipate traffic jams by restricting large vehicles, such as buses and trucks that pass through. For example, from the Sese area, there are already signs prohibiting buses from passing so that they cannot enter Canggu. From Tanah Lot, he said, it should no longer be allowed to enter Canggu. So if there's a bus from Tanah Lot, it turns left or heads north. So in Canggu, no bus is allowed to enter. And so, well, these recent problems, well, Is something going to be done about the Canggu traffic? Because it is a blight on Bali tourism. Images of the traffic jams in Canggu have been spread all over the world. It is a famous or infamous situation and point, and with all the young people that go down there and all the local people working there or wanting to hang around, well, it's just a mess. And so are they going to be able to fix this? Who knows? We just have to wait and see. And what about politics? Koster-Giri, officially elected gubernatorial and deputy gubernatorial candidates, can't wait to get to work immediately after inauguration. And when is that going to be? Well, let's take a look. The winner of the 2024 Bali governor and deputy governor election, Wayan Koster and Jembrana Prasta, were officially appointed by the Bali KPU as the elected candidate for governor and deputy governor for the 2025-2030 period. That was yesterday, determining Wayan Koster and Jembrana Prasta with 61.4% of the total valid votes as the elected candidates for governor and deputy governor of Bali. Tomorrow, Saturday, at 10 o'clock in the morning, they will follow up by submitting a cover letter to the Bali Provincial DPRD for the decree to be continued to the inauguration. The determination of the elected candidates is the peak of the 2024 Bali gubernatorial election and the task of the Bali KPU. Meanwhile, the inauguration of regional heads is the authority of the regional government and the Ministry of Home Affairs. Meanwhile, Koster-Giri themselves can't wait to carry out their duties and obligations. The next step is waiting for the inauguration. Inauguration first, said Koster when asked about his breakthroughs in this second period. However, he said that he did not need a transition process because the Bali provincial government under the current acting governor is generally still implementing the vision, missions, and programs from when he was governor previously. So, he said, they only need to continue the work that has been done in their first term. But Governor-elect Koster, never went for lack of words, explained that infrastructure is his concern in the second term. He said congestion in the tourism areas of Denpasar, Badung, Gianyar, and Tabanan, Sarbagita, is the problem he and Giri are targeting. The urgency of the infrastructure to reduce congestion includes continuing and completing the famous Gilimanuk Mengwi toll road. In addition, also reactivating Transmetro Dewata by conducting a study first and joint financing efforts with the regional government. And for us, there is no such thing as a coalition. What exists is cooperation and mutual cooperation with all parties. When are they going to be inaugurated? Well, they predict that it will be held after March 13th because that is the deadline for the settlement of 2024 election disputes. So as most people figured who follow politics, Governor Koster, Governor-elect Koster, will get back to infrastructure, which was a big part of his first 5 years as governor. Will the Gilimanuk Mengwi toll road ever be built? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. And now up to Buleleng for some tourism news. Buleleng Tourism Office echoes clean and green tourism movement for upgrading tourism. In line with the flagship program of the Indonesian Ministry of Tourism, the Buleleng Regency Tourism Office, through synergy with all cross-sectoral stakeholders, is committed to realizing Buleleng tourism to be upgraded and of high quality. Head of Buleleng Tourism Office, Pak Gede Dodi, explained that the flagship program of the Clean and Green Tourism Movement is a joint movement involving relevant stakeholders around the implementation location, as was done a few days ago at Bukit Batu Kursi Temple by planting trees involving the Pemutaran Village Government, Village Forest Management Institution, temple caretakers, and tourism awareness groups in Pemutaran. Pak Dodi said, "We are committed to implementing this clean and green tourism movement, not just coming to plant trees and clean up trash, but we ensure that every tree that has been planted lives and grows well." A similar movement will also be held in the near future on the peak of Wanagiri Village, or Wanagiri Monkey Forest Peak, which is an asset that's owned by the Buleleng Regency Government. This activity will involve all stakeholders in Pancasari Village, Wanagiri Village, including traders at the peak. This was done in order to open up shared awareness of the importance of keeping nature clean, healthy, and green. And all DTW and tourist village managers have been invited to actively participate together in realizing clean tourism in order to improve the quality of tourism to the next level. In 2024, it was recorded that tourist visits to Buleleng were more than 600,000. Pak Dodi said, "We are sure that this year it will increase significantly due to the efforts of the clean and green tourism movement. So that's what's happening up here in Buleleng, clean and green. Okay, I would like to see that happen. And here is a really short one. Oh, public awareness is still minimal. Water channels in Jembrana are used as trash dumps. Environmental cleanliness and sustainability really require intelligence, concern, and awareness from citizens to achieve it. As seen in the irrigation channel in the Lelateng village area, Negara Jembrana, precisely in front of the traditional market, it has become a garbage dump. Piles of plastic waste in the irrigation channel are dominated by plastic waste. The impact can cause flooding and harm farmers because the waste carried by irrigation channels damages agriculture. And we're talking about this the other day, about plastic waste and where it comes from. And well, this picture is very common. Go down Jalan Diponegoro here in Singaraja and you will see waste being swept into the drainage channels. Yeah, and well, someday this will all be solved. Maybe not in my time though. Okay, that is it for today. Thanks for viewing. Be kind to someone today. Take care. Have a great weekend and I will see you next time.